Congratulations on the film. I think it kept the essence of the movie, the optimism, the incredible friendship, the power of music. Could you comment on coming back into all those great points of narrative?
Sure. It was awesome. I mean, it was, we worked on it for about 8 years, or the writers did. And to kind of bring the band back together, for me personally, to work with Alex again, to play the role was really something special. And, Bill and Ted, I think, are such shining lights, and they're so fun to play. But I think they also, I mean, if Bill and Ted's your cup of tea, uh, it's a good drink. It's a nice moment. It's a good time. It's positive. It's thought provoking. It's and the music, and so yeah. I mean, I think the whole experience was awesome, and hopefully people will enjoy it.
Yeah, it was a fun process for us, figuring out who these guys were at this age. We love we love hanging out, but we love working together. That had been a long time. And other members of the cast that came back were very fond of. So it was not something that we took lightly. We knew that it was not common to bring characters back after so long. So we put a lot of work into it, but it was a blast to do.
But I'm sure there's a parallel between you as individuals growing, you became adults, and the characters too. So do you feel like your growing is similar to the characters in a way, a little? The friendship, the power of, are you as positive as they are, as naive?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think the idea of two close friends who have kind of gone through an enormous amount of life experience and are trying to process that life experience at this point in their lives is pretty subtextual, because we're not like these guys at all, and their experiences are very different from ours. But there's stuff there to play that was fun to play, and the sort of idea of what do you do at this point in your life, looking back at your past and looking toward your future. There were things in there that were fun to play that we could build on.
Music in general has a healing element. Music could be very healing and bring people together. We use music in our culture for many reasons. It's beautiful, but how powerful is music for you guys as Bill and Ted?
Well, for them to make music, I mean, it's it's part of who they are and what they live for and love to do. And it's part of the story is that Bill and Ted might stop, and which is a tragedy. But yeah, so it's great that they, in a weird way, find their musical mojo back. And that's a part of what can help save the world and the universe.
Yeah, the power of music to heal has always been, fundamental to the Bill and Ted world, and it's just fundamental to the world, period. We certainly didn't know we were making a movie for a year of pandemic, but I think inadvertently that it was fitting in some ways, because the film is about music unifying the planet and bringing joy and peace to people. So. That was a kind of sort of a nice aspect of the film, inadvertently, given the year that it came out.
Bill, the film is a cultural point of reference for people that are already adults. But with this one, I think you're going to be introducing your optimism to younger kids. Like, I was reading a review written by a guy who was 32, and he remembered being a kid loving the movie, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a chain that keeps reinvigorating, maybe.
I hope so. I mean, it's been cool over the years to meet parents who who have loved the films and then, told us that they've showed it to their kids, and some of them have liked it. And so, yeah, it's a rare thing to be a part of this kind of storytelling, that has this history to it. It's like,
and generational, right? Generational.
Yeah, generational. Alex, we're generational.
Yeah. So Alex, how you doing? Oh, wait. In this case, you have kids. You have
Yeah.
daughters. You have daughters, and they're the new. I don't know. They're like. Are
Yeah,
they
well, the
like your daughters?
family is an important thing to Bill and Ted, and you know the films have always gotten into this idea of family, and we really wanted to embrace this notion of Bill and Ted as dads and as husbands, and how that fit into their world and their destinies. So. I mean, the film is literally about generations and about a generational, these generational relationships. And that was a very big part of the concept that Chris Matheson and Ed Solomon created in the first place. So that gave us a lot to play with, but it also allowed us to make the film about family, literally, in this case.